Good morning. Today it's gonna be, inshallah, all about making pizza doughs and freezing them. These days I believe in do the work one time, rest. So let me show you my starter. I have been feeding it. In this video I'm gonna be real with you so you can see how things go, that everything does not go just like that, right? Here's my starter. And here is my big bucket starter. Since I knew that I was gonna make lots of pizza doughs and freezing them, let me show you this time after Ramadan where I started from my starter and how it reached this level. This is how I started. Since Ramadan, I just put my starter in this closet and left it there. Maybe we used it a few times and barely used it. So now I decided to get it out. And as you can see, it overflowed and it got dry. And unfortunately, this lid, mason jar lid, there was a little sticker there. So when I tried to peel it, the sourdough starter that was dry, the paper from the lid got really stuck on it. So I see the writing on it. And I thought, I'm not going to save it or do anything with that. That's wasted. So, but these little pieces that fell on the plate, it's all dry. So I'm just going to go ahead, put it into this dry, small mason jar and put it into our pantry. So if I ever run out of sourdough starter, then I have these few pieces that are dry and I could just mix it with water and then use it for the future. That's a good way that I can also save it. This glass jar, I just made sure it's dry so it's not wet. Close it tight and put it in the pantry. I'm just going to keep it there. So this was our sourdough starter from quite some time ago. I always feed it, but now since I left it there for weeks, let's remove the rubber band. I'm trying to open it. I can't even open it. So I asked my husband to come and help me out. Maybe we should have put it a little bit of warm water, but he got it and opened it for me because the sides were all dry. As you can see, it took few minutes, but finally he opened it. So what I'm trying to do with this, it was in the morning, and this will take some time. I got another mason jar. Let's get some water from the Berkey. I like to use filtered water. So I'll just go ahead and put it into, take some out. This is like a discard, but I never throw it. And the rest I will put it into the 32-ounce mason jar. Dumped it all in there. That was what was in the bottom. And I'll just go ahead and add water. I don't like wasting food, so I have my flour ready. Just let's put a little bit of water, shake it, and put it into the clean mason jar. As you can see, this old mason jar has a lot of gunk and it got really stuck in there, but that's okay. All I have to do is soak it later, that mason jar, and it'll be fine. We can use it. So I was able to add some water, some flour, clean the sides of the mason jar, and mix it. That's really all I do with my sourdough starters when I feed it. I just set a rubber band there, and I will go ahead and put in this closet because this is the warmest area in my house because we still have a little cold weather going on, so
keeping it there, it will grow. So this was the discard. So what I did was added flour, some water, mix it, and I just decided to feed it the discard. No need to waste it. Wipe everything and cover it and put it into that closet too, because I need to make some sourdough pizza dough. I should say pizza dough. We went to Isha and our good friends, I shared with them that blue little tray was duck eggs. So I gave it to them, and our friends used the eggs and made some chocolate chip muffins and brought it back into our little blue dish. So I decided to just go ahead and transfer it here, and we can enjoy their little chocolate muffins. When you don't have a lot of baked goods, Allah provides, you see, subhanallah. So after Isha, and I put the muffins away, I thought, you know what, let me check, because tomorrow is the day that I want to make the pizza dough. And here are the starters. They look good, but I need to feed it again because I will need more for tomorrow, inshallah. Since I'm gonna need a lot of sourdough starter, I have this big glass bowl. Let's get water, room temp from the Berkey, wooden spoon, and flour. That's it, you guys. I'm not sure how many pizza doughs I will make, but we'll see. Add the starter. It smells so good. Look at all those bubbles. Perfect. I will add some organic all-purpose flour also, and mix that together. When I need to bake or make a lot of dough, I just do feed my starter extra flour. That way I can make bread or pizza or whatever we need to make, and I don't have to buy any yeast. And then the glass had a little more of the sourdough starter. I decided to mix it with some water. Mix it up. Don't waste anything. I grew up Africa, you all, so I value a lot of things, especially food in the kitchen. I make sure nothing goes to waste. And that's one thing we are so blessed and so grateful that extra food and things like that goes to our chickens and ducks and dogs. I don't feel guilty that way, that I share with the animals some delicious food too, and they love it. So I mixed it. I'm thinking about maybe adding a little more flour, and I will let it sit tonight. So tomorrow is inshallah my big day making sourdough pizza dough, and then I'll freeze it. That way we can use it as we go. We have a couple of trips coming, and I thought, you know what, it'll be nice to have these things ready. Whoever is staying with the children can just get it out and make pizza. So I keep my sourdough starter there again, and then this small jar that we fed it in the morning, it's also doing pretty good. And I will just go ahead and put it into the 32 ounce, feed it, and then let that go down, all of it together, and feed it flour, and that's it, you guys. And then we will see what happens to the starters. If they are bubbly and happy, then I will be able to use it tomorrow. So just making these things and making the time, it's so rewarding knowing my family appreciates. And keep in mind, I always clean as I go. So now I'm just going to put it in the closet, and we will see what happens tomorrow, inshallah. And then I decided, since I plan to put together the pizza dough tomorrow. We have extra flours from Costco. That's where I buy my flour. And lately my husband and I have been talking about, I used to use spelt flour, rye flour, einkorn flour. So sometime soon, inshallah, you will see our breads and things like that, whatever baked goods that we make, that I'll be mixing with other flours, with the all-purpose flour, inshallah. So I'll share that, and all kind of wheat and multi-grains, and I want to go ahead and do that. I used to do that, and I don't do that anymore. And when the end of the day, it is like right now, I am getting tired. That's why I accidentally dumped the flour, and sometimes I do. I'm human. I do make mistakes. So I need to give myself some grace, right? And be kind to myself. Sometimes things will burn when you're baking. You have to be gentle to yourself as a homemaker. So I'll just go ahead and fill all my flour glass jars. I like to keep my goods glass due to our hormones, and to stay as healthy as possible. We can only do what we can, and the rest you leave it to the Creator. We can't be worried about every little thing, because mentally and physically we need to be healthier. So I just put it into my glass jars, wipe them, and put them their place. Everything has a place, and let it sit. Otherwise, if I leave everything here, it can get messy for the next day. We have a little cat walking around. I don't want him walking around into this flour and messy in the kitchen. So just wipe it down, put that away. And then I have 2 other glass jars that I keep above the cabinet shelves, and that's what I have. And then I will have a little bit of flour left, and we will use it tomorrow, that you will see how much pizza dough we will make it. And the pizza dough, when I make it, usually I'll get it out of the freezer the night before. Sometimes we do forget. We are human. So I'll get it out in the morning, couple of hours. It's ready. It will rise. It will double up. And then all I have to do is just put it in my cast iron skillet, bake it, and let everybody put whatever we like. Homemade pizza is the best, cheap way, healthier way, and we don't have to do carry-outs, right? That's one thing I avoid for my family. And the best thing of living in a small town is that there's not many like variety of foods. So it's kind of nice that we don't have to waste our money with takeouts. So we are happy about that too. So then anything the children need, we just make it. If they miss pizza or burgers or whatever they want, we can just do homemade. Is the best. Alhamdulillah. So now we have still a little bit of flour left, and I will use that tomorrow, inshallah. So my husband came and was able to help me vacuum and clean out everything, and I will see you tomorrow what happened with the sourdough starter, inshallah.
Let's open it together and see. I'll be using my simple, easy recipe, as I've shared it with you guys many times. It is ready. Look at all those beautiful, healthy bubbles. Good for the gut. Isn't that gorgeous? And it smells amazing. Perfect. It's ready to be used. I am invited by my farm friend's house in 2 hours. So when I told my husband I want to put these pizza doughs together, he said, but you only have 2 hours. I said, I want to take advantage of the 2 hours, inshallah. So we are set. So I went, checked it out, Muslim Farmville, our channel, and checked out the recipe, because normally I just go and just throw everything in there, eyeball it, and then I have a dough, right? But I wanted to share it with you. It is, we have some water. The recipe calls it 1 cup of water, but I'm gonna double it up. So do 2 cups. And then it calls 1 cup of sourdough starter, because it's gonna be a sourdough pizza. So I'm gonna go ahead and double it up. Calls 1/4 cup of avocado oil, any oil will do. That is really it. Flour and salt. So last night this was leftover flour. We will use about 3.5 cup flour, but since I'm doubling it, I'll just put it about 4 cups, and then we'll just go little by little and just keep giving more flour. 1 cup, 2 cups, 3, 4. It calls 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon. Five cups, 6 cups. It's looking good. 6 cups of flour is perfect. So I decided to bring out my bread machine. At least it will mix it for me also. So I won't double it up, but I'll do the original recipe, and that will give me at least 1 dough, right? I'm just gonna set it here in this chair and put everything together. 1 cup of water, 1 cup of starter, 1/4 cup of oil, 1 cup of flour, 2 cups, 3 cups, teaspoon of salt. That's it. Look who's helping. Oh, you borrowed from the neighbors, honey. This is my neighbor's mixer. I have borrowed it before. You must feel bad for me, honey.
Yeah, let's try to get your work done quicker, huh?
Yes, let's put this one together.
All right. Where to?
This one is almost done and ready to be put it into the freezer. And my husband put this one together. It needs more flour, honey.
Okay.
Just maybe 1 cup. Let's check this one. Is that beautiful dough or what? Great. I might have to divide this. I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil straight into the bag. Freeze them and take them out as I go. Sometimes I'll take it out of the freezer the night before and then it will rise and it's ready to be baked. Anything to do with sourdough, I'm so drawn to it. I have a little bit of oil on the counter. Nice. I still have this jar of sourdough starter, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple more patches, I think. This one is kind of empty, so that's good. This is really all I need. As you can see, tiny bit in the dish. That's it, really. I'm just gonna go ahead and feed it, and it will become an amazing starter that will be happy. Mix it and put it back in that awesome closet. That's it for this one. This is the last batch that I'm making and it is done. So all the mixing took me about an hour and maybe a few minutes. So that was great. I am just so grateful that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just gave us these handy machines, so it helps a lot. And as you saw, I clean as I go, and then I am almost done. We might exhaust ourselves one day or few hours, but imagine the rest of the month. We have so many pizzas ready. Let's see how many we have prepared today. I like to drizzle a little bit of oil. Days like this that I have a big project like this, we have leftovers, soup and few other things out. All I do is take the air out, close the bag, I could have bought pizza dough from the store, but these are high quality sourdough pizza dough, and I know what's in it, right? Last time when I made pizza dough, I just threw the dough in the bag and then it was big and pulpy. Now I'm making it kind of flat. Take the air out, and then when I put it into the freezer, everything is going to be nice, neat and organized. And the children, it will be easier for them to get it out and make their own pizzas. That's the goal for me, is to make few things ahead, and then when my husband and I are traveling or doing other things, then the children can manage. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8. We made total of 10 dough today, and these are going straight into the freezer. My husband will take them down. Honey, I am done. Now I can relax a little bit, shower, and go to my amazing friend who invited me today. Bismillah. I hope I encouraged you and motivated you to make homemade foods for your family and for yourselves too. Have a beautiful, blessed day. See you next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.